Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all having a blessed Sunday. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you, everyone, for joining me here today. This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. Extra stimulus checks are going out to a small group of Americans. President Biden is now open to extending federal unemployment benefit programs amid labor shortages. Next Friday, everyone, I will be giving away more Amazon gift cards. Please enter my giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said, President Biden is open to extending a $300 weekly unemployment insurance supplement that businesses say caused a labor shortage, but he has not yet made up his mind. Critics say that the supplement, set to expire the first week of September, has given low-wage workers a disincentive to return to work. At her daily press briefing, Jen Psaki also stated, at this point, they are expiring at the beginning of September. Nothing has changed on from that front. But a final decision has not been made. He has not made a decision to extend it. He also has not made a decision not to. Jen Psaki rejected a reporter's suggestion that a surprisingly strong monthly jobs growth report, which was released this past Friday, was a result of 26 states including Texas, Florida, Ohio, and Georgia, cutting off the enhanced unemployment benefits early. Psaki stated, we do not see any evidence in the available data that some states ending unemployment benefits early had any impact on today's incredibly strong numbers. We are seeing strength across the economy, across states and regions, of course. But that's thanks to a number of investments that have helped get people through this difficult time and get them back to work.
In just a few days, our colleagues will start ramming through yet another reckless taxing and spending spree. Trillions more in inflationary spending when families just want good jobs and stable prices. But there's something funny happening. Even as Democrats crow about how all this spending is so good and so needed, they're petrified to vote for the credit limit increase that would make it possible. Democrats are about to tell Republicans to go take a hike and start teeing up trillions more dollars in borrowing and spending, of course, without a single Republican vote. But at the same time, they're extolling the virtues of their latest socialist shopping list. They're afraid to up the limit on their credit card. They want Republicans to give them political cover for the partisan debt bomb that they'll go right on to detonate with zero input from us. My colleagues are so mixed up on this, it's almost comical. The sums that we borrowed and spent through 2020, through last year, through the last administration, through the actual economic emergency, were largely covered by the previous debt suspension that just expired. But Democrats want a new debt limit increase for the new borrowing and the new spending that they've willfully piled up since they took power. About $2 trillion back in March, trillions more sometime soon. So they want to unleash another reckless taxing and spending spree with zero Republican input. But when the bill comes, they say it's time to split the check. When the bill comes, it's time to split the check.
A $1.9 trillion stimulus bill that was passed by Congress in March without a single Republican vote set up a current $300 weekly supplement, continuing the $300 supplement signed into law in December by the former president. Left-wing lawmakers, fresh off a victory this week in persuading Biden to extend an evictions moratorium, are expected to pressure President Biden to once again extend the more generous unemployment benefits. The idea of unemployment assistance started with broad bipartisan support last year. As lockdowns triggered widespread unemployment in March 2020, Congress approved with almost no opposition a more than $2 trillion bill that offered a $600 weekly unemployment supplement, which in some states resulted in workers earning more from unemployment aid than from their former jobs. An approximately $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill that is expected to pass the Senate this weekend does not touch the unemployment benefits, but they might be included in a larger single party that Democrats hope to mount through Congress, without Republicans using special budget reconciliation rules. Psaki on Friday disputed a Congressional Budget Office assessment that the bipartisan bill would add $256 billion to the federal deficit over 10 years. Jen Psaki also stated that the Congressional Budget Office does not count for savings agreed to on a bipartisan basis, which includes over $200 billion in lower costs for emergency programs like paid leave over the past year. Many U.S. states are doing their own part in making sure federal stimulus money gets distributed. As part of the American Rescue Plan stimulus relief bill, states were allotted over $200 billion to spend towards their economic recovery from this crisis. Right now, states have until the end of this year to give their money out, and many governors have already begun doling out cash where they feel their states need it the most. Certain residents of the states might be eligible for stimulus money. California is currently the only state in the U.S. to have sent out a type of stimulus check with its own money. California has a state budget surplus, largely due to its unique tax system. California also has a progressive income tax schedule, meaning that the more you make, the more you pay in taxes. This, plus thrifty budgeting, provided enough money for actual checks in the amount of $500 or $600 to its residents earning between $30,000 a year and $75,000 per year. This is in addition to the $500 to be paid to households with dependent children. Currently, several states have decided to use some of their federal money as retention bonuses for their teachers, as most schools are expected to open in person this year. The bonuses also act as a thank you for the rough school year most teachers had to endure. The state of Florida allocated a $1,000 check to most teachers and administrators, but controversy arose when Governor DeSantis notably left some educators out. The situation is still developing. Then in the state of Georgia, Governor Kemp authorized all full-time teachers and administrators to receive $1,000 checks, with part-time teachers receiving $500. There is also a plan underway to provide for pre-K educators as well. Thank you everyone for joining me here today. I hope you found some of this information helpful. Remember that next Friday I will be announcing more winners of my Amazon gift card giveaway. Please enter the giveaway by subscribing to my channel, leaving a comment below, and also liking this video. Thank you so much everyone, and have a very blessed Sunday.